Hello everyone, this is Mumbo and welcome back to another episode on the Hermitcraft server. It is episode 117 and today is a very exciting day because I'm joining the Hermitcraft server for the first time on my new computer. Oh, it still has auto jump on, that's horrible. But good grief, is this smooth? 240 frames per second, pretty consistently in my base surrounded by villagers. I'm impressed by that. I mean, I should hope so, okay? For those of you who know computers, you can see some of the specs on the side of the screen. I went overboard, I went ridiculous, I went silly. I went very silly with my specification to the point where I sent, oh, I forgot I didn't have a mustache. But I sent the specification to Iskal and he, I think he fell off his chair a little bit. And he was just confused as to why I did it. But sometimes, you know, I spend so much time on this computer. Almost my entire life is spent on this PC. If I'm not willing to invest in the PC, then what am I willing to invest in? I mean, really. Oh, I've just thought my graphics card support ray tracing. Hang on, give me a second. Oh goodness me, what have I done? This is awful. This is horrible. Right, this probably looks better up on the surface. Yep, I was right. This looks totally bonkers. This looks nuts. I've only got 11 firework rockets, so we have to make these count. But that's not difficult to do because look at this. It's been so long since I've played with shaders. I always forget how crazy they are and also how un-Minecrafty it is. Oh, I'm definitely taking a screenshot of that. That is bonkers. Oh, the water is just something else. Especially now that we have the kelp and things. I mean, I haven't used shaders since they introduced all that stuff. So to see things underneath the water, it's amazing. And I gotta say, very impressed. Very impressed by how smooth this is. Getting a pretty solid 60 FPS. We're playing in 4K and then the recording is being downsampled to 1080p. There's loads of things that my computer is doing and it is alarmingly smooth. Oh, we're moving into golden hour. Okay, give me a second. Chaps, I do apologise. I'm commandeering your boat. Somehow I managed to lose their boat, so we're just going to do this the old-fashioned way. Oh my word! Look how cool that looks. I'm taking all the screenshots, by the way. This is the coolest thing ever. Forget recording a normal Hermitcraft episode today. I'm just going to play with shaders the entire time. This might be my new desktop background. Look how many screenshots I took. Anyway, back to ugly old Minecraft now. This is an important jump. If I don't make this jump, we're in trouble! Anyway, here we are in the lovely trading hall that we built in the previous episode of Hermitcraft. It's looking fantastic. It's populated by a bunch of very good villagers indeed, and we're going to get more of those throughout today's episode. But you may notice that I have some holes in my roof. Yeah, I mean, it's not quite finished. So I thought in today's episode we would finish up the decoration and make this place look absolutely stunning. And to do that, we are going to need loads and loads of this stuff, basically. We're going to need, yeah, tons of the stuff. How does one make cyan? Do you have to make blue dye and then? Oh, that's news to me. I personally really like this. Obviously, it's a little bit dark. We'll need to light it up a tiny bit with some sea lanterns and things. Maybe even some end rods. That could be the way to go. But imagine this throughout all of here. It's going to look awesome. I definitely don't have enough cyan terracotta, though, do I? There's no way. This is looking pretty finished, and yet we still have gaps behind each one of the modules. Now, I am going to do terracotta, I would say, for the first half, and then behind this glass here, I think I'm just going to place in some white concrete just to kind of cover that up, and then that will make it look like this is one full solid unit. But I gotta say, it looks super cool, and I actually quite like the darkness. I kind of like how ominous it is. And actually, now that I think about it, we could consider it as a homage towards Evil Island. The whole point of Evil Island was that it was almost like the reverse of my base. It had a focus on cyan terracotta as opposed to the nice bright white concrete that we're using, so it was a little bit darker and evil looking. And I would say we've kind of achieved that in this build without really trying. I do kind of wish I had a small, fully automatic concrete maker in my base so that I didn't have to travel all the way to my witch farm when I want to just do small quantities of concrete like this. But honestly, I have no clue where it would go. I'm so scared to touch the outside of my base because I really like the way that it looks right now and I don't want to ruin it. What are you doing up there? It seems like we've got a new addition to the system. Anyway, this thing is now done. It is looking great. I really did. I mean, these corners here gave me such a massive headache. But I think this works. Just kind of filling them in with concrete. And then we've got the grey or the cyan terracotta up at the back there. We've got all of the white concrete across the back here. We have got white concrete blocking off that corner, so now we can't see any of the bits and pieces behind there. I just think it's ended up looking really, really nice and clean. And also, the little minecart rail that runs up, you can see just about it popping up there, but that kind of goes on around here. And then our villager pops through this gap and just suddenly appears out on the minecart track. So I would say this is a really clean and seamless design. The only thing is, it was looking a tiny bit dark up at the top, so I thought I'd run a line of end rods across. And I wonder, is that just going to brighten things up a tiny bit? I've also added them over there, and I really like the kind of bright patches with the shadows. I like that a lot. So hopefully we can do something similar with the roof. And yep, that's about 1,000,000 times better. Okay, I am chuffed to bits with this. I am chuffed to bits with this.
This is a redstone trick of doom that you may not know about.
Yep, go on. You've...
Yeah,
wait, hang on.
see ya.
No way are you doing that. There's no way you are getting away with that one. Show me whatever you've done then. I'm sure it's not that exciting.
Yes. Fine. Sure. Okay. Spends 2 days cleaning up for a big visit. Anyway.
Yeah, you've been cleaning up, doing some sprinkling and hoovering, going around. This is a big place to hoover as well.
Yes.
It is looking good though. It is looking good.
It's starting to take shape, I gotta say. So
oh, you've missed a few spots. Hang on, let me just clean these up for you. I can't believe you'd leave these things lying around. I thought you said you'd cleaned up.
That's pebbles, stones.
Okay, I'll put them back. So what have you done? This all looks exactly the same. This isn't exciting.
I have the genius machine. Do you remember everything? Did I have everything in here when we were here last? I did.
Yeah, you had all of this machinery and things, and all of this extra stuff though. I don't think you had. It didn't have a roof on it. I think it was all open air. But it all looks familiar. It all looks familiar. Well, this looks horrible. Look at this. I'm getting sad being in it. Oh,
this is. What? This is the prison.
Yeah.
This is the prison for the villagers that are either not wanted or waiting for transfer.
Right. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
So here we have normal villager trading cells where you can trade with villagers, and this is basically like what you have, a trading hall. They come in the, if we go outside, I thought you'd be proud of how I've designed this on the outside.
Okay. Yep. That looks nice. I do like that. I like the glass out the back. With the redstone visible, that's quite nice.
See the redstone, and they come here from the genius machine.
Yep.
So they take the first empty cell, very, very handy, and then you trade with them, and then you decide that they're not good enough or whatever.
Right.
Or you can decide to put them in the vending machines.
What do you mean the vending machines?
So I have made I've made one vending machine. If I would click this button here, that enables the library. So right now, any villager that I click the button underneath would go to the library.
Right, okay.
Which I'll show you in a second.
Yeah, you need to show, because that I am curious about. That sounds...
So I have a library vending machine, I have a blacksmith vending machine, and I have a miscellaneous vending machine, right?
Yeah.
However, if I don't want the villager, I make sure to click that top button. And now let's just say, take a look at, not that guy. Take a look at this guy. This guy is pretty garbage.
Yeah, there's nothing.
Doesn't have anything interesting.
There's nothing too good there. Yep.
Go ahead and press the button underneath him, or in front of him. Good.
Okay.
Now, over here, this guy is also pretty bad. You do the honors. You know what to do. Just press the button.
Yep, he's gone. He's down.
Now we head over to a little bit of a different thing.
Right.
Well, if you press this button here,
yep,
and then take a few steps back and pay attention, we should see.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. That's very entertaining. That is very, very, very entertaining.
I'm sorry, dude.
That's so annoying because I feel like I've just lost in that moment. I feel like I should put myself in said canon, because there's no point in me even participating. I don't have anything like that. Oh no.
Well, the competition is not done yet, so now you know what you're up against. I mean,
oh, this is difficult. I don't know how I could top that. Whose gunpowder are you using for that?
mine.
Yours?
I have my own gunpowder farm.
Dude. Okay, yeah, fair enough.
Okay, now you follow me now.
No, it's alright. It's alright, I believe.
You follow me right now. I do never want to be... Did you follow me?
No, I did not. No,
Yeah,
I'm going to
here,
leave it to the viewers to decide.
No, don't you dare. Don't you dare to accuse me of greening.
That is the official term for it now.
Yes.
The green.
This is my rocket factory. We have a sugarcane farm.
Yep.
And I have this barrel here with gunpowder. And this is not taken from your base. It's taken from this thing.
Yeah, hang on a minute. So wait, you've taken me to a sugarcane farm that conveniently has a barrel next to it that's filled with gunpowder. I'm not seeing any evidence of an actual gunpowder farm. Oh, it has a creeper face on the side of it. Well, I never. I could have done that. I could have done that in 20 minutes, if that.
Oh, you are the worst right now. There you go.
No, there's nothing in it. Hang on a minute. There is no way there is creepers that spawn in here. I refuse to believe it. You know what? I wasn't sold, and now I am. Okay, yeah, fair enough. It looks like a creeper farm. Good stuff. Okay, I was just checking. All right, dude. All right, I'm just,
yeah.
Can't have two Gruians on the server.
Being thorough.
Yep.
This, I thought that you specifically would get very fascinated by the design, because I decided to keep the redstone open. I've built the redstone on neat blocks so that it looks cool. And
it does look cool.
That.
This is nice. This is very Sahara-esque. I'm a fan. Yeah. I think it's very nice.
Sweet. But let's come to the front here, because you don't actually have to walk in. If you just make your selection in that book there, you can do whatever you want. Select whatever you want.
Oh, well, that is my name, so I guess we'll go for him.
Oliver, yeah. And then press the button on the top here.
Okay. I don't know if I pressed it or if I pressed you.
That's okay. I love how you pick the last villager, because that takes the longest.
That also went through my head. That's kind of partly why I did it.
Yep. But there he is.
That is Oliver.
Mm-hmm.
I'm impressed by this. I'm actually quite impressed by this. This is quite cool.
Here's the cool thing. This actually has a G-lock installed.
Right, okay.
A green lock.
Yep.
So say that you would now switch pages again here, right?
Yep.
So I would go Beatrice. You can check the book. I've switched it to Beatrice.
Yep.
And I would press the button again. So now Oliver is back in place.
Yep.
And no other villager came out. So yeah, now the system is reset. One button does everything.
You know, sometimes you have to ask yourself whether you should, rather than asking whether you can. If I'm really in a state of I need to get all my stuff re-enchanted, it is going to be quite annoying. Having what I know exactly how it will go down, Iskal, is you'll go, okay, all right, where's the villagers? Oh yeah, they're up here, and then you'll trade with them up here.
No.
Yes, you will. You 100%.
Why would I do that?
You will do that though. That is how you will use it. Because you're not going to wait around.
This is faster than running around and checking 40 villagers.
It is not. Yeah, because see, this is the thing. That's why you put
the mending book. Let's order the mending book. I click the button now. 3, 2, 1.
That was well timed, but wait.
That's faster than running around and trying to chase 40 different villagers.
Okay, fine. But then I go, all right, I want Ralph. Okay, so let's do this.
No one wants Ralph.
Yeah, but I'm just
protection and power.
Okay, fine. I want El Pablo, right? Okay, yes. So I hit this button here, sends him off. Okay, and then I'm like, all right, Ralph has probably not made his way back yet, or whoever it was. What was his name? Okay, he hasn't made his.
This would not happen. What you're doing?
He hasn't made it back yet. Oh no, he has. Okay, so that's good. Right, now what does I want? Okay, I wanted this one, and alright, I've requested him. Okay.
You can't even
I'm
fail.
waiting.
You don't have to go and check if he came back into
No, I mean, it's fine. That's cool. But you know, it's just I could have just
I guess
walked between the two of them.
Let me put your reference in a way that I understand it.
Yes.
So you're saying that if I am going to drive to another city,
yes,
I may just as well have a Toyota Corolla from 2001, like bog standard boring car, instead of like say an Alfa Romeo or
yes,
I don't know,
no, yeah, from a from a practical standpoint.
I should do that. I shouldn't care about any cooler cars, any classic cars, any sort of things like that.
No, definitely don't take a classic car on a long journey. I'm with you on this one. As someone who loves classic cars, do not take the classic car on the long journey. So that like, and I mean, you know, this system it's very, very cool, and I love it. I do, but
it's faster than a village trading hall.
It's not faster. There's no way. Look, okay. You know what? Let's go to let's go to mine. Okay, and we'll see. So I'm like, oh, I need the guy in the opposite side. All right, and I'm there. That was less time, mate. That was less time.
No. Okay, that is also garbage time. Let's do another.
Look how close I am to him. I'm in there with him. Within seconds. I'm right there.
Here's the only way we can
you get me out,
this
please? I don't even know. I'm stuck in here forever. Okay. So I think it's safe to say that Iskal's little villager system type thing is, yeah, it's amazing. It's very impressive. The villager cannon is something else. I'm so jealous of that. And yeah, everything is good, really. There's 200 diamonds at stake. We need to really, really make ours better. I love ours, I really do. But it's not quite as good. And I don't know how we can beat it. Having an entrance would likely be a good start. What happens if I just mine straight forward? I end up in this ravine. Okay, well that was not what I expected. Am I going to come out in the ocean? I mean, we're on an island. Surely that's got to happen. I do come out in the ocean. Oh, that could be quite cool. We could almost have like an underwater vault. And then a tunnel running up? That's wicked. So, first things first, as per usual, it's a case of gathering up a bunch of white concrete. Yeah. Right, this is what I'm thinking, okay? I'm thinking we have a tunnel that kind of meets the same sort of build style as this structure right here. So you can see we've got this chamber that goes through like this. And we've got glass in the floor that's almost invisible. You can barely see it. And I've got to say, I think it looks really cool. Like, walking through into this place with that tunnel and then just revealing this expanse does look pretty nuts. But I tell you what, I think this view is even more nuts. Look at that. That looks like... I love the way the light is kind of wrapping around the blocks. It's so nice. And walking through this is really, really cool. I like this a lot. It's a simple design for a tunnel, but it looks great. Anyway, we're now at the end, so we need to build up some form of door, and I mean, come on now, I have to build the 3x3 spiral door that I did in my recent Redstone video. You know, sometimes I think to myself, how many times have I built certain circuits in Minecraft? I would say the bottom half of a 3x3 piston door, being honest, I reckon about 100 times. I reckon about just over 100 times I've done it in the entire time I've been playing. Triple digits. I wonder what circuit I've built the most. Definitely auto droppers. Auto droppers all the way. I've probably built those about 1,000 times. Well, that could have gone better. I mean, I'm sure you know what's happened here. Water and redstone. I don't know why I do this to myself. Regardless of that, I have just about managed to get everything in place. That should be the final block. So if I just kind of do some jumping around, that should be everything. So if we flick this lever right here, what has just happened? Oh, okay. So there's no blocks in the door itself. Oh, that looks good. That looked good. All right, now with blocks, perfect. I love this thing so much. This is like, it's just the perfect door. Why would you want anything else? So my plan for the next episode of Hermitcraft is to add in kind of like a control center into this place. Add controls for the door, add controls for this area right here, the little space down at the bottom there. Add in controls for the god machine that I'm actually going to add back into the system after removing it. It seems like a smart idea. And just add controls for everything. And then also do the villager killing system, because we need to do something that at least somewhat rivals what Iskall has done. Anyway, I really do hope that you enjoyed this episode on the Hermitcraft server. It's been a ton of fun. If you have, please sure to that like button. And if you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. But thanks for watching, guys. This has been Mumbo. And I'm out. Oh, sticky keys. I haven't seen that for years. You know, it's funny. It's been so long since I got a new PC. I think it was like 3 or 4 years ago. I'd completely forgotten. I completely forgotten how customized my PC was to like the way that I use my PC, and now I'm on this one. It's like I can't find anything. None of my files are in the same place. I'm starting from fresh.